Hello, I'm Chef Daniel and welcome back. Today we are cooking shepherd's pie. As you can see, we have a lot more ingredients on the table, which means it's going to take a bit more time, but trust me, it will be worth it because this is one of my favorite dinners. So let's get started. So today you will need a cup of shredded cheese, a cup of frozen peas, a half a cup of beef broth, 2 tablespoons of flour, about 2 to 3 cups of mashed potatoes, some tablespoon of olive oil, a tablespoon of parsley, a tablespoon of thyme, 2 garlic cloves, some pepper and salt, 2 large carrots or that much, a onion, and a pound of ground beef. You'll also need a cutting board, a garlic press, a knife, a spatula, and an oven-safe frying pan. So we start off by chopping the vegetables. The onion goes first. For me, cutting an onion is a very touching experience, so you may want to have a tissue with you. Okay, so first things first, you have to take this end part right here, the end, and cut it. And then we have to take all of this, we have to peel a lot of this skin off. Oh, I'm already crying. Oh. Okay, now we're moving on into the chopping. Oh, I hate when I do this. Oh, gosh. Okay, so what you do is we want to chop it in very tiny pieces. Oh, okay, so we start. So now we just chop it here in the middle. Most people think it's better to wash their face or their eyes when they're cutting an onion, but that's wrong because it goes into your nose, and that's why I need a tissue now. Okay, now I'm gonna wash my hands. Okay, now we're ready to start again. Okay, now we're gonna chop it the other way. Okay. Oops, now we're gonna put the onions as far away as we can. And now on to the carrots. So if you have the bigger carrots, you have to peel them first, but if we have the baby carrots, so we don't have to peel them. So you cut them in pieces just like this, not too big, not too small, just thin slices. So now we're gonna take the garlic and mince it. So what you do, if you have the garlic press, you just put it in there and then you just smash it or like squeeze the handle. If you do not have a garlic press, then it's totally fine. Just chop the garlic. It's not gonna be like the onion. It's fine. And now we just do our second one. And as you can see in there, it already takes the skin off. So as you can see, I have to squish it really hard, but we made it. And then we can now take it out. And don't be afraid to ask your parents for help. Now that the vegetables are ready, we're gonna move over to the stove. Now, this might get messy, so I'm gonna need my apron. Come on, apron, please. So now I'm gonna turn the stove to high, and then I'm gonna add the oil in here. The onion. The carrots. The thyme. And the garlic. Now I'm gonna mix it all up and cook it for 5 minutes. So it's been about 5 minutes, and it's time to add the ground beef into the pan and cook it for 5 minutes or until it's no longer pink. Make sure to mix it well. Okay, it happens. Just wash it off and keep doing. Now, once the meat is cooking, I'm gonna preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Now, make sure you have a parent do this for you. Okay, so now the meat is ready. We're gonna add the peas, the salt, and the pepper, and then once that is ready, we just cook it for about 3 minutes more. Make sure you have it all mixed in very well. Now I'm going to add flour and stir it all around. And it happens again. There we go. And then once you have stirred the flour and cooked it for a bit more, you add the broth. This gets the saucy mixture into it, and it makes it a lot better. Then you just put it on the low temperature. About 2.4 will do. And we just have it sit there for about 3 more minutes. Okay, so now the mixture is thickened. We can turn off the the stovetop. And now it's time for the mashed potatoes. So what you do is you just grab a handful there. Just like that. Kind of just spread it around. Make sure all the meat's all spread out. It's a lot nicer when it's neat, but I never was able to get it super neat like my mom does. So just make sure it's all around the meat. and just do that. This is the time where you usually use another utensil. And then you just wait for the oven to reheat and you're ready to put it in the oven and cook it for 20 minutes. Careful when you're doing this. This is also, you have to have your parents inside the room because it's really, really heavy and everything is really heavy. So again, 20 minutes, and then it should be nice and crispy on top. Okay, so now it's ready. And we're gonna take out this. See how it's nice and crispy around? That's how you know when it's ready. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the cheese and we're gonna sprinkle it all over. And then we're going to leave it in there for about 10 more minutes. And that will be ready to eat. Let's see if it's ready. Oh, nah, it's really hot in here. But, oh wow, it looks ready. And it was only 2 minutes since the cheese was there. So now I'm gonna take it out. I'll be very, very, very careful with this because I burned myself a lot of times from doing this. So it looks like it only took 4 minutes for the cheese to melt. It depends how hot your oven is. And it's time to taste test. Oh, whoops, don't forget the garnish. Make sure it's all nice and spread out. Now I'm gonna take a little scoop. I don't know if I want parsley on it. I don't know, I just don't like spices too much. There we go. It's gonna be really hot, but I don't even know if I can stand it. The best part is taste testing it. It's too hot. It's too hot. It's hot, but really good.